to Punctuation Thursdays. I'm your host, Sheila Blake. That is good. I'm really catching on to this one. Okay, so today we are talking about complex sentences. Now, in the past we've spoken on independent clauses and we've talked about compound sentences and all the way to put those together. But complex sentences are a little bit different. So watch this, okay? Come, follow me. We've got complex sentences, and they're made up of independent clauses. And if you remember correctly, independent clauses are made up of subjects, verbs, and expressing a complete thought. And then we have something called the dependent clause. And a dependent clause is really made up of something with a subordinating conjunction, if you remember me speaking about it before, with something that says something like, if I were you. This is a dependent clause because we need something else to complete it in order for it to be a full sentence. Now, when we add something to it, we could say, if I were you, I would be proud of myself. Proud of myself. Now, this is cool because if you notice, when we say things like, if I were you, we immediately have a visceral reaction like, if I were you, what? We want to know more. So that's a great indication that you're using a dependent clause. And it's also a great indication that you need to be continuing on your sentence with an entire independent clause. Now, here's the other thing about complex sentences that you may not know. We can also reword it by putting the independent clause first. So I could say something like, I would be proud of myself if I were you. Now, do you notice something different? There is no comma in this way that I'm putting together this complex sentence. There is no comma because if I have an independent clause first, I have no need to add more to it. But if I start off with a subordinating conjunction, one of those words that make us feel like we need to say more, I need to complete it with a comma and an independent clause. Okay, guys, if you want to watch the entire version, find us on YouTube. Oh, you might be watching us on YouTube right now. But find us on YouTube for all of your quick grammar and punctuation tips. And make sure you take a look at us on discoveringdiversitypublishing.com. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, Discovering Diversity Publishing. And I think that's it. All right, we'll see you next Thursday. Peace and blessings.